Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. It's another build video time, and this one I am calling the Grid. Why? Well, because the Grid needs a helping hand. So, this is a hunting horn build, and my lovely darling waifu, say hello waifu.
Hello.
Waifu here has been seconded by me because she is a hunting horn player and a lovely person who I have been involved with lately, just abusing them really. Whenever they're streaming, I'm just sort of like, when are you playing Monster Hunter? And they're like, I'm falling out of love with it. And it's for a variety of different reasons, but this build is trying to address some of the reasons. Obviously this is Griddark, by the way. I'm not Griddark, this is for Griddark, just in case people got really confused with that terminology, because it confused myself. He needs to be able to stream while interacting with the chat, obviously, and also be a help or benefit to his team while doing it, but not really have to worry about himself. And he uses hunting horn. So my wife, being a hunting horn main, has developed a build that I have then gone and used as well and tested, and admittedly, yeah, mine's a bit more augmented. I'm using a different hunting horn to what he is and what my wife is, but we've basically thrown our heads together where the wife has gone, well, let's see how stupid you can be against a variety of different tempered monsters, and let's see how well I can keep you alive. And this is her being the hunting horn main and me being the idiot main, and it worked quite well. So then we decided to switch it up. She doesn't use hammer. She's currently using a hammer versus a Diablos. We didn't really go for tempered because we didn't want to push the luck, and I don't use hunting horns apart from that one time where all four of us were using hunting horns, and I thought it worked quite well. And I'm using her build along with the Basil Geist hunting horn I believe I've got. And the end result is basically two people that are not familiar with what they're doing. Yeah, it took a bit of time. We've not really, well, the hammer. Looking at you, wife. Yeah, why have you not got an optimized build for a hammer? Huh? She's swearing at me right now, the bitch. Yeah, so she's not optimized at all, but I'm using her build, and the idea is she can't die. Or I can't let her die. So let's just have a look at the skills and equipment, shall we? So first of all, hunting horn doesn't really matter too much. It's more the skills and the armor itself that are the most important. So whatever hunting horn you fancy or desire, I would say try and at least get 2 slots on it just to have the complete build. Otherwise you kind of have to jiggle a few things around, but we'll go over that when it comes to the decoration. Basilgeuse Helm Beta, Valhazak Male Beta, Valhazak Bracers Beta, and Valhazak Coil Beta. Now just for ease of build, we have gone with the Kul's Taroth Wrath Beta. However, the Damascus Greaves Beta work just as well, just in case you haven't got around to farming the Kul's Taroth armor set just yet. And then you're going to want a Friendship Charm 3. As for the special equipment, Vitality Mantle, Health Booster, Rock Steady, honestly, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Unless you are literally getting pinned in a corner by a tempered monster, very hard for you to die, and very hard for you to let allies die. So let's have a look at the skills that this would give you. We have Wide Range level 5. This is where the majority of your support comes from. Defense boost level 4, earplugs level 3, health boost level 3, speed recovery level 3, peak performance level 3, and speed eating level 3. We also have Horn Maestro or Maestro in there, just so that your effects of your songs last that tad bit longer. Now, the good thing about this build is the hardest decoration for you to actually get is the Sonorous Drill, which is for Horn Maestro. As you can see, it is very gem heavy, but they're all pretty easy gems to get. You've got 4 defense gems, 3 vitality gems, 1 recovery gem, and earplugs if you so need. The earplugs was there just to put earplugs to level 3, just so that particularly for smaller monsters, you don't really get interrupted unless your horn does have earplugs, in which case just give yourself earplugs and you can put something else there. The main reason Basil is there is just to sort of open up a few options, but overall this build is basically whack down a potion at high speed because of Gobbler, and wide range takes care of the rest. So now it is time for the skill breakdown and just how you really go about using this. And it's actually really simple. Just because I am so used to actually getting involved, you can see me getting involved, but eventually we go to fighting a Nergigante and you will just notice that when my wife does it, she rarely gets involved. I am there to do the damage, and the idea is she heals me so I don't have to. So we're capitalizing on our uptime, well, at least my uptime. And the way in which this works is quite simply, I don't have to run out and take a potion. She takes that potion for me, or uses her particular hunting horn, the one she is using, because she has health recovery large on her hunting horn, the one she prefers to use. And because of this, where I'm not having to run out and take a potion, I'm able to stick in and keep fighting. So, and in the actual clip where we're fighting Nergigante, I am playing like absolute arse. I want to say on purpose, but honestly I could just be having an off day. But the idea is for me to play as reckless as humanly possible, to take as much damage as humanly possible, so you can just see how effective this build is at healing. Sadly, my wife likes to build very tanky because she doesn't like being carted. So in the current Diablos clip, you're not really seeing too much healing going on, simply because one, I only have health recovery small, and she doesn't really take that much damage, so shame on her for not playing along with the script of the video. But generally speaking, the idea is, depending on what hunting horn you want to use, my wife likes to have earplugs on hers, particularly because everything in this game just likes to roar every 2 seconds. It's the most annoying thing ever. So she utilizes earplugs on her hunting horn, and she also likes to have health recovery large, just because it's more healing options and it helps slow down the intake of health potions, due to the fact that it's not just your health you're worried about. The idea is you basically ignore the monster and just run away from it, and whenever you see someone particularly low on health, you take that potion for them, because wide range is good like that, and Gobbler because you can take those potions, or mega potions, or life powders and max potions. Just you can take items so much quicker with Gobbler, which is your speed eating. So the general gist is you keep an eye on the allied health bars on the left hand side of the screen, constantly loading up songs such as earplugs. This is where Horn Maestro comes in, and one of the reasons I will always say to try and at least get 2 slots on your horn. If you can't, 1 slot will do, but you're going to need to get pretty darn good at loading up your songs and recognizing when they run out. So you can possibly, I would say the first one to skip would be Horn Maestro, just in case you only have the 1 slot. If you have 0 slots, I would say the next thing to put down would put speed eating to level 2, and then this way you can basically do what you want, really. And if you're happy with going like that, you're basically okay to use whatever hunting horn you wish. Now, my wife would actually recommend using the Pookie horn. This is the one that she typically uses. It has, I think it's like Scout Fly increase, which is like a useless song, but But the main one you're looking for is the health recovery large. So this helps keep your potion abuse at bay, and earplugs large as well. So double stacked, that's healing extra large, and earplugs extra large, which will negate every roar from every monster, which is handy. So you are definitely keeping your uptime on your damage. But like I said, hunting horn, whatever one you decide to use, that is up to you. It all depends on how you want to sort of circumvent around the build. Now the idea really, like I said, is basically just run around in a circle, wait for people to be a little bit low on health, and if you can, play a few songs if they've got time, or if you've got time. If not, just take a potion and they're pretty much back to full health and away you go. And that really is generally it, to be perfectly honest. I mean, you can see quite easily really that waifu here is not really getting involved. I'm doing the majority of the damage. I'm not even looking at my potions. I haven't taken a single one. I'm letting myself get hit. I'm getting absolutely pounded the majority of the time, and generally speaking, just my overall ability to take a hit is actually quite high because I heal very, very quickly, as you can currently see now with my health bar just creeping up. Now, one of the great perks about this build, and one of the reasons why it's able to be so tanky, is because you have the 3-piece Valhazak set. So even if you do take a bit of a slap in the corner due to that 3-piece set, just walk around for a little bit and you'll be back to full health in no time, because you basically have super recovery. You are constantly healing. And that, like I said, is pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope this helps a lot of people, not just Griddark. And if you are into your streaming and also playing Hunting Horn, maybe give this a thumbs up, it'd be much appreciated. But in the meantime, have fun, good luck, don't die, it's bad for the health.